Hello everyone, welcome back to another smoking episode with our 5 adventures. Today, we're smoking beef roast. Once again, on the charcoal grill. Follow along so I can show you how to cook an amazing meal, even if you don't have a smoker. If you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe, hit that like, and leave me a comment. Love to hear from you guys. Catch you at the end. Okay, so first, I've got to season the meat and inject the meat. I don't always inject the meat at the beginning, but I'm going to today. I'm using the Grill Pro injector. I had mixed up a concoction of melted butter with some garlic, and then I also put in a little bit of the barbecue seasoning. I'm going to rub on the meat into the mixture. That's why it's a little bit red. But all you do is you just go ahead and find some spots, and you inject. Just helps tenderize it. I do inject usually towards the end, but I'm injecting earlier and I'll inject later again. After we have injected the meat, I then put the dry rub on. We are not using a store-bought dry rub. We are using a dry rub that we make. It's a barbecue. I need to make a recipe up. Well, I have a recipe up. I need to do a video on how to make your own dry rubs. We make quite a few of our own. Barbecue, Cajun, fish seasonings. There's all kinds of seasonings that we make ourselves. And they taste so much better. And they're essentially, you know everything that's in them, so they're healthier. But you would put the rub in and just rub it into the meat. The butter has kind of gotten on the outside of the meat, so it's a little bit wet. So it's sticking to the meat pretty good, which is a good thing. Get all sides of the meat with the rub, and then you put it over the smoker. My target temperature, again, with the beef is somewhere around 150 to, at the max, about 200. Again, I'm going for low and slow. So 150 to 200 is usually a good temperature to smoke at. It keeps the meat cooking, but cooks it slowly, so it comes off tender the way you want it to. Now, often when you open up the smoker, it's going to pick up the flame again. At least at the very beginning it will, because we just killed the flame. But the meat is on the smoker. Once we close the lid, the flame will go away. It'll be smoke only. But now we're going to let this cook for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then take it off to wrap it. The beef roast has been on the smoker for about 2.5 hours now, uncovered. Just brought it in. We're going to inject it again. I just am using the juices that came off the beef themselves to inject right back into the beef, and then we'll cover it up and put it back on the smoker for about another 3.5 hours. Temperature's been staying around 175 to 200 degrees this whole time. It's cooking up nicely. So we've got the juices drawn up. And we're just gonna inject it on in. Like everything else that I've smoked, we have at that 2.5 hour mark, 2 hour mark. I did 2.5 this time. Cover up the meat with some foil. That way the moisture stays in and you don't dry out the meat too much, because it's still going to be cooking for about another 3.5 hours. It is about 6 hours of smoke time for the beef roast. So you cover it up, put it back on the smoker. Temperature right down now is down because it was open, but it has been running up around 200 degrees still So it's cooking about where it should be. The roast is done. It ended up cooking 7 hours total. So it was about 2.5 hours uncovered, and then 4.5 hours covered, ranging from 150 to 200 degrees through the whole cook time. Most of it was at 200 degrees. This stuff is nice and tender. You can just see, it's harder to shred this than the chicken. You can just see that meat come apart. Well, there you have it, guys. The beef turned out absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. And remember, enjoy life. We'll catch you the next time.